Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Miha Bharadwaj-Alter and this is Game On, where you get the latest from the world of sports. We're still hungover on India winning the Champions Trophy. But if you're wondering when are the celebrations planned for the Indian team, well, let me tell you, there will be no celebrations, no big open-top bus parade as the Indian team returns home after winning the Champions Trophy 2025. It seems the celebrations have been put on hold and the Indian team will not be welcomed home with this lavish celebration like the one that we saw after the T20 World Cup that India won in 2024. From Dubai, the Indian cricketers, they departed independently for their individual locations. It is also understood that the players will be joining their IPL teams who have some of them have, in fact, have begun their pre-season camps. Some are about to begin their pre-season camps before the 10-team tournament starts on 22nd of March. So, Indian captain Rohit Sharma, he arrived in Mumbai at around 8 p.m. accompanied by his wife and daughter. Indian team coach Gautam Gambhir, he arrived in Delhi as well, as you can see visuals of those. So, of course, there were fans outside, onlookers and officials, the security there as well with the players as they arrived and the coach as well. So, Gautam Gambhir, he arrived in Delhi. Now, as the manager of Team India, this is Gambhir's first significant ICC championship. So, huge moment for him. Gambhir reached Delhi around 7 p.m. and then, like you saw in those visuals, he was welcomed by fans and officials before being escorted to his car. Ravindra Jadeja and Varun Chakravarti were also seen outside the Chennai airport. There you can see. So the return of these players was a low-key affair with no big welcome planned, no parade, no celebration at the Wankhede Stadium like what we witnessed after India won the T20 World Cup. In less than 2 weeks, IPL will begin and these players will join their teams. So there you can see Shreyas Iyer, India's best middle order batter. He also found a place in the ICC Champions Trophy team of the tournament. Akshar Patel moved up the order at number 5, and what a fantastic performance from him in this Champions Trophy at crucial times. Now, like I said, these players will join their teams. They will get ready for the league. Some of them have taken a few days off, but yes, now all the focus will be on the IPL and the 10 franchises as they begin their preparations for the 18th season of this league. So, after leading India to Champions Trophy victory on Sunday, Rohit Sharma made it clear that he was not planning to retire and he will continue to play Tests and ODIs. Now, his childhood coach, Dinesh Lad, he has said that Rohit should play one-days for India until the 2027 World Cup. Listen in.
सब ऐसे बात करें, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. सब आप चैनल वाले ये हमें पूछ रहे हैं कि आपको ये क्यों लग रहा है कि रोहित ने रिटायरमेंट लेना चाहिए. आपको लग रहा है रोहित अनफिट है. आपको लग रहा है रोहित बैटिंग अच्छी नहीं करते, अच्छी कप्तानी नहीं करते. तो ये क्वेश्चन बहुत ख़राब क्वेश्चन सब पूछ रहे, पता नहीं क्यों पूछ रहे. बट मैं चाहूँगा रोहित शर्मा 2027 का वर्ल्ड कप खेले और वर्ल्ड कप खेलने के बाद ही वो रिटायरमेंट.
Okay, New Zealand will play 5 T20 internationals in Pakistan from the 26th of March, a mere 6 days before the Indian Premier League opener between Kolkata Knight Riders and Royal Challengers Bengaluru at the Eden Gardens. The impact of this IPL now is being seen in the New Zealand T20I squad for the series in Pakistan. A majority of New Zealand T20 players have been rested. Michael Bracewell, who was one of the main performers for New Zealand in the Champions Trophy, he will lead the side in the absence of Mitchell Santner. Besides Bracewell, 6 more players in the T20 squad featured in the 50 overs Champions Trophy. New Zealand lost the final to India on Sunday. Devon Conway, Lockie Ferguson, Glenn Phillips, Rachin Ravindra and Santner were unavailable for selection due to IPL commitments. Kyle Jamieson and Will O'Rourke They have been included only for the first 3 games of the series as the selectors seek to manage the workload of the pace bowlers returning from the Champions Trophy. Okay, from Champions Trophy to Champions League, and fans are excited about this because this is the second leg, last 16 ties. I mean, this is do or die now for the teams that are taking part in this tournament. Arne Slot and Liverpool, they believe Paris Saint-Germain. They are the most complete team Liverpool have faced this season and says they're good enough to win the competition as the two sides prepare to meet in the second leg of their Champions League tie later today. Slot, speaking to the media on Monday ahead of the second leg match in the round of 16, said he will have Cody Gakpo back in the squad after the Netherlands forward trained with the team. Gakpo missed 3 of Liverpool's last 5 league games due to an ankle injury. Liverpool's quest for a Champions League quarter-final berth is part of a huge week in the team's season. They extended their lead atop the Premier League to 15 points at the weekend, having won 3-1 at home to Southampton on Saturday before second-place Arsenal were held to a 1-1 draw at Manchester United on Sunday. Paris Saint-Germain manager Luis Enrique, he meanwhile believes his side's ability to control possession at Anfield will be key if they are to overturn that deficit. The French champions, they outplayed Liverpool during last week's home loss, but goalkeeper Alisson, he kept the English club in the game with a string of magnificent saves before substitute Harvey Elliott. He scored in the 87th minute to seal a smash and grab win.
Yeah, I do think so, because this is the most complete team we've faced so far. And what I mean with complete is, okay, we've faced, of course, Arsenal and City, and it's not that there are big margins, but the intensity they play that with, combined with the quality they have, because, yeah, let's be honest, we are talking here about probably the richest club, or maybe there's one richer club a bit further ahead, but so they have so much quality. And a great manager, because he lets the team play in a way that it's not easy to play against this team, and he brings the best out of every player, and he brings incredible work rate in the team. So that's why I think we have to be at our best tomorrow. I think after this game is still a long way to go to the final, and we already know which teams we can face, and I know from playing okay, there's first Aston Villa or Club Brugge, and then afterwards is probably going to be Arsenal or Atletico Madrid. So all very good teams. But what I do agree with Luis Enrique, that we are a team, Paris Saint-Germain are a team, and 3 or 4 others that are good enough to reach the final.
We have motivation, of course, and we prepare ourselves. I don't know which way, but when you play Anfield against Liverpool, I think you don't need to motivate yourself so much. You have it already inside. And when you play again for the Paris Saint-Germain, I think you have motivation every game. And when you play in Champions League, of course, it's the honor. And we have big mentality, I think, in the team. And we just try to win tomorrow. This is our mentality. I think to dominate against Liverpool is not easy, and we did it. We play very well. I think we show great football.
Barcelona will try to honor the life and memory of their late team doctor Carles Minaro Garcia by winning their Champions League tie against Benfica. Following an emotional moment of silence at the news conference, the German coach said that it has been a difficult last 2 days as his Barcelona squad mourn the passing of Minaro, 53 years old, who died suddenly at the hotel the team was staying in the hours prior to their Saturday's match against Osasuna, leading to the game to be postponed. He said the players will take extra motivation from Minaro's death and that he was held in high regard within the dressing room. Following a hard-fought 1-0 victory in Portugal to steal an advantage in the first leg last week, as they overcame a red card for Pau Kubarsi early in the game, Flick said he was confident his side will make home advantage pay in the return leg. Robert Lewandowski is match fit. He is expected to play while Barcelona are on a 16-game unbeaten run in all competitions and in contention for all three major titles as they lead the La Liga standings and are also in the Copa del Rey semi-finals. Benfica hit the training pitch on Monday as they prepare for this tie against Barcelona. The Portuguese side's manager Bruno Lage, he voiced optimism and said that he was confident in their ability to score on the Catalans going into this decisive match. Benfica will need to overcome Rafinha's goal from last Wednesday's first leg, which they lost 1-0 as they travelled to Barcelona for the second one.
It's a huge loss. Carles was a really great person, but also a great doctor. And as I said, this combination with Ricard and him was for the club very unbelievable, and for the team a big puzzle for the success, because they're doing a great job, and we miss him, but it's also live. I think he will support us from above, and the team also we want to play. We want to also play. Want to say about him, but for him. It's now in this situation very important that we win.
And Bayern Munich, they plan to set the pace in their Champions League round of 16 second leg at Bayer Leverkusen on Tuesday, with the team carrying a 3-0 lead into the match. Bayern manager Vincent Kompany, he said the Bavarians would play to win and would not go into this game thinking about their 3-0 victory in Munich last week over their German rivals. Bayern, who saw Leverkusen win the domestic league and cup double last season, are leading the Bundesliga title race but suffered a shock 3-2 home loss to strugglers VfL Bochum on Saturday despite a 2-0 lead. This will be the fifth game between Bayern and Leverkusen this season, having also met in the Bundesliga twice as well as in the German Cup. Bayer Leverkusen will show they are a complete team against Bayern Munich, even without their injured midfielder Florian Wirtz, who was ruled out for weeks with a ligament injury. The news of Wirtz and his injury, it's a major blow to the reigning Bundesliga champions, who must claw their way back from a 3-0 first leg loss to the Bavarians in their all-German clash. The 21-year-old suffered a ligament injury in their 2-0 home loss to Werder Bremen on Saturday. He'll be out of action for several weeks. Wirtz has scored 9 league goals and set up another 10. He's netted another 6 times in the Champions League. He'll also miss Germany's Nations League quarter-final leg against Italy on March 20th and 23rd of March. Leverkusen are also through to the German Cup semi-finals, and Alonso said while 3-0 deficit from the first leg against Bayern was a huge challenge, believing they could turn it around was key, while the absence of Wirtz could also act as an added motivation.
It is not only about Leverkusen's first goal, but also about Bayern's first goal as well. It's about the tackles we want to win. It's about how we want to defend. And in the end, the game will also be decided by the quality of the players. But if you only think about what the others are doing, then that will happen at some point. And I'm speaking from experience too. And no, it's about what we want to do. If we want to score our goals, and that also has a big influence on this game tomorrow. For us, it's all in, make or break. There are no situations than going on or staying at home. It will be a match that we will play with all our hearts and the brain also. But I think this match will be one of passion and brain, and we'll give everything.
Okay, Al Nassr's John Duran, he scored twice, and Cristiano Ronaldo netted a penalty as the Saudi Pro League side booked a place in the Asian Champions League Elite Last 8 on Monday with a 3-0 win over Iran's Esteghlal. Now, Al Nassr's win in Riyadh came after a 0-0 draw in the first leg in Tehran last week and takes Stefano Pioli's team into the quarterfinals, which will be played in Jeddah as part of a centralized tournament from 25th of April to 3rd of May. Duran put Al Nassr in front after 9 minutes, with the Colombian lifting the ball over Syed Hussein Husseini after the Esteghlal goalkeeper gifted possession to the striker 25 meters from goal. The Saudis doubled their lead from the penalty spot. Cristiano Ronaldo stepping up in the 27th minute to convert with typical confidence, following Mohamed Nekhnaf's mistime challenge on Sadio Mane. He celebrated that fantastic penalty. Esteghlaal's task was made almost impossible when Mehran Ahmadi, he was sent off for a second bookable offence late in the first half as he caught Mohamed Al Fadhil in the face with a flailing arm. Duran claimed his second goal then 6 minutes from time when he whipped a low strike into the bottom corner, having earlier hit the post as Al Nassr eased through. Akram Afif was instrumental in Al Saad's 3-1 victory over Al Wasl in that Asian Champions League elite round of last 16 leg in Doha, putting them through to the quarterfinals. Afif got on the score sheet and led Felix Sanchez's side to a 4-2 aggregate win over Emirati champions. Al Saad progressed as a result of an 11-minute spell in the first half that saw Qatari score 3 times to overturn Fabio Lima's early opener. Afif unlocked the Al Wasl defence to level 16 minutes later, driving towards the byline before pulling the ball back into the path of Mustafa Mishal, who slotted into the bottom corner. Yusuf Atal then, his strike saw Al Saad take the lead in at half-hour mark as he cut inside towards the goal before his shot from the tightest of angles deflected past Khalid El Sanani and off the boot of Al Wasl defender. Asian Player of the Year Afif then showed his quality with a third in the 37th minute, playing a short free kick to Claudinho and then bending the return, as you can see there, into the top corner from 20 meters. Okay, moving on to Formula One, and Lewis Hamilton's winning a record 8 Formula One title in the Reds overalls for Ferrari at the age of 40 would be a story straight out of Hollywood, whose own Brad Pitt movie is scheduled to race across cinema screens in June. The Briton, a co-producer on the film directed by Joseph Kosinski of the Top Gun Maverick fame, has fired up the fans as he seeks to bring a championship to Maranello for the first time since 2008. We are previewing the Formula One season that begins in Australia from the 16th of March. Sunday's season opener in Melbourne will be Hamilton's first race for the Italian glamour team after winning his 7 titles with McLaren and Mercedes. And already the level of excitement is off the scale. One fan cut down a tree to get a better glimpse of the 105 times race winner driving for the first time at Ferrari's Fiorano test circuit. The task to secure a title he felt robbed of when a controversial change to the safety car procedure late in 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix handed Red Bull's Max Verstappen a first title that will be as tough as any Hamilton has faced. Teammates Charles Leclerc, a Ferrari protege and 8 times race winner who's driven for the team since 2019 and has been blisteringly quick over a single lap, he will fancy his chances if the car has a title potential. McLaren are the reigning Constructors' champions, and Hamilton's compatriot, Lando Norris, runner-up to Verstappen last season with 4 wins, is installed as the bookmakers' favourites. Some are predicting potentially more winners than the 7 different drivers and 4 teams that enjoyed the spoils in 2024, with some teams set to end development early and focus on next year. Then there is, of course, Max Verstappen, soon to become a father for the first time and bidding to join Ferrari great and 7 times world champion Michael Schumacher as only the 2nd driver to win 5 titles in a row.
Firstly, already just driving Ferrari is a huge honour, but they already have an incredible legacy. So it's not that they need necessarily another championship because they have so many already, but I know that's what they exist to do, to work towards, and I know that Tifosi are dying for that, and it would be, I wouldn't be able to find the words to be able to express just how special that would be, but that's what we work towards.
It's after last year, I think we kind of have no excuses, I guess. In the past, we've had our fair share, but honest and true excuses. I think this year we kind of don't have any. We have nothing to hide behind. We proved last year we have everything we need and everything it takes to fight at the top and be the best.
Okay, with that, it's time for us to wrap this show up. But as we go, Punjab Kings, who will be chasing their maiden Indian Premier League title, they've released a social media reel to introduce their new captain, Shreyas Iyer, into the mix, but in a fun way. Watch this as we say goodbye.
रुको भैया रुको अरे पंजाब किंग्स यस बिग फैन थैंक यू बिग फैन आपको पता है कैप्टन कौन है अय्यर है वाह श्रेयस अय्यर है श्रेयस संतोष अय्यर फुल नेम पंजाब किंग्स कैप्टन है श्रेयस संतोष अय्यर आईपीएल विनिंग कैप्टन है पंजाब किंग्स कैप्टन है श्रेयस संतोष अय्यर सैयद मुश्ताक